Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush and another of my collages. This one for the storybook on fairy tales is called The Story of Zoulvisia. It's an Armenian fairy tale about a beautiful girl with long golden hair that she wove into trinkets and even made a string of pearls with her hair. One day, she lost the pearls in a river where it was swept downstream, and a water carrier found it and brought it to the wicked king of that land. Struck by its wealth and its beauty of the golden hair, the wicked king demanded his servant, the chamberlain, to find out where it came from or he would lose his head. In fright, the chamberlain sought out anybody who could tell him the origin of the hair. And when he found an old woman that told him it belonged to the beautiful Zoulvisia, the chamberlain sent the old woman, who turned out to be a witch, to bring the girl to the wicked king. The old witch found Zoulvisia's palace and fooled her into trusting her. She poisoned Zoulvisia's servants and kidnapped the beautiful Zoulvisia and brought her back to sell to the wicked king. The king took one look at her and intended to marry her, but she resisted him. And so he imprisoned her until she would change her mind. The fairies saw that something had happened to the fair Zoulvisia and helped a young man to rescue her by giving him a magical fiery horse. He found the place where the wicked king was, but could not get into the dungeons of his castle. So the young man had an old beggar woman bring his ring to Zoulvisia with a message to be courageous. And she told the beggar woman to tell the wicked king that she had changed her mind, had come to her senses, and would marry him. And then also tell the young man who gave the ring to wait for her in the garden in 3 days. The wicked king, of course, was very happy that she had changed her mind, had come to her senses, and was going to marry him, so he loosened his guard on her. She went to the gardens on the day of her supposed wedding, unattended by the wicked king's guards. And there, with a flash of fire and a crack of thunder, the young man rode down on the fiery magical horse and rescued Zoulvisia, and returned them both to her palace by the river, where they got married and lived happily ever after. That's a nice story. So here I have made my Zoulvisia with very, very long golden hair and little birds flying all around her. And I had to pick a dress that, I don't know, something bright and cheerful, so I chose yellow. Although, any color would have worked. But I've already got a couple of little girls in my stories that have pink dresses. And so I thought, well, yellow makes her different and stands out. After doing this hair and putting quite a bit of gold and brown and stuff like that, I felt like it wasn't golden enough, so I had to put little white wisps as well. I put flowers in her hair. Just felt like she should have them. And here I'm putting the little birds together, flying around her, as magical creatures always have little birds flying around them. The birds, I think, were more fun than the girl, because there's just so much of this, little texture stuff to put together on it. The feathers in the wings. Now this is just another collage made out of torn and cut pieces of paper from magazines and calendars and that kind of thing. I just love the idea that I'm being ecologically sound and not filling some landfill with more junk, and instead I'm turning it into art. Makes me feel very good about myself. I think the little birds are those little black-headed chickadees, and I just thought they were charming, so I used them. Could have used any bird. I could have used bluebirds or whatever, but these struck my fancy. We're nearly done, and here she is, all put together. Z is for Zoulvisia, the beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do subscribe and come again and see more collages. Bye now.